Over the past 30 years, I've worked with dozens of organisations across various sectors, markets and geographies, helping them to become more innovative and agile. Perhaps unsurprisingly, many of the most innovative organisations I've worked with have been in high tech. But even here, firms suffer from the tendency to fragment into fiefdoms, factions and silos due to entrenched local perspectives. So here's how marketing, R&D and manufacturing, three key functions in most high-tech firms, generally see themselves and each other. Sophisticated business builders. That's the way marketing like to see themselves. But in the eyes of their R&D colleagues, they're the people who'll promise customers anything, even if it's highly impractical or even scientifically impossible, just to win their business. Manufacturing often only see marketing from afar, where they appear to be living the high life on a company expense account. When it comes to R&D, marketing usually see them as spending far too much time tinkering with their technology toys. Activity that R&D think of as pushing back the boundaries of technology to secure the organisation's future. Manufacturing, who are the ones who'll end up having to produce whatever new whiz-bang ideas eventually get dreamt up, tend to regard R&D as impractical boffins. Finally, manufacturing is seen by marketing as order fillers who keep customers waiting far too long, far too often. R&D look on manufacturing's dislike of unproven new technologies as evidence that they're risk-averse Luddites. But manufacturing see themselves as the champions of quality, ensuring that the organisation's customers get what they ordered, that it works in the real world, and that it keeps on working. It's not hard to see how entrenched perspectives like these end up stifling innovation and agility. And this tendency to fragment into fiefdoms, factions and silos happens in all organisations and not just along departmental lines. It might be, for example, that in your organisation some people think of themselves as creatives, some as action-orientated and others as customer-focused. All the experience of the creatives have taught them that the key to success is to think out of the box, coming up with as many ideas as possible no matter how wacky before choosing between them. Meanwhile, the action-oriented are absolutely certain that the way to get results is to stop all the pontificating and messing about and just get things done. And the customer-focused are certain that the best way to proceed is by going out and surveying the market before doing anything else. You can see how easily people with these different perspectives regard others as mistaken, misinformed and misguided. The creatives will probably assert, maybe quoting Steve Jobs at Apple, that there's little point going out and asking customers what they want because they won't know what they want until we give it to them. Meanwhile, the action-oriented want to just do it. They see the creatives as wasting far too much time sitting around all day on their beanbags dreaming up crazy and practical ideas. And, in the eyes of their customer-focused colleagues, the action-oriented spend all their time running around like headless chickens, making themselves look busy, doing lots of things that customers won't want, value or pay for. The bottom line is that innovation and agility can only flourish when people who see things differently learn to respect, value and integrate their perspectives to co-create new value. This is why the fragmentation into fiefdoms, factions and silos is the number one organisational barrier that you must overcome by systemically cultivating innovative mindsets throughout the organisation.